Most people think you need a gym, protein shakes, or leg machines to keep your legs strong after 70. But in Japan, many elders stay mobile without ever setting foot in a gym. They don't use treadmills, personal trainers, or expensive supplements. Instead, they rely on something simpler and far more consistent. This daily habit isn't flashy. It won't trend on social media. But it works because it's part of how they live, not something they force. The secret? It's how they move through the day. Especially how they sit, stand, and rest. The invisible workout. Life on the floor. If you walk into a traditional Japanese home, you will notice something immediately: the absence of high chairs and raised beds. For centuries, Japanese life has taken place on the tatami mat. They eat at low tables, chabudai, sleep on the floor, futons, and socialize while seated on cushions, zabuton. To the Western eye, this looks like a quaint cultural preference. To a longevity researcher, this is a brilliant, built-in survival mechanism. This lifestyle forces the body into what I call the invisible workout. Every time a Japanese elder sits down for tea, they perform a controlled squat. Every time they stand up to answer the door, they engage their glutes, quadriceps, and core stabilizers. They aren't counting reps, they are simply living. Over a lifetime, this translates to tens of thousands of compound movements that maintain the neuromuscular connection between the brain and the legs. A connection that typically atrophies in Western cultures dominated by sofas, cars, and office chairs. The science of standing. This isn't just anecdotal folklore. Studies from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology and Kyoto University have long observed that the ability to stand up from the floor without support is one of the strongest indicators of longevity and biological age. In the West, we view mobility issues as an inevitable decline. In Japan, they are viewed as a use it or lose it scenario. The research shows that elders who maintain floor-based routines score significantly higher in cognitive resilience and balance. Why? Because the act of standing up requires complex coordination. It demands that the brain calculate center of gravity, leverage, and force. By outsourcing our movement to elevators and recliners, we aren't just weakening our muscles, we are dulling our brains. Dignity over safety. The trap of overprotection. Perhaps the most profound difference between East and West lies in the philosophy of aging. In many Western societies, love for the elderly is expressed through protection. We tell them, "Don't strain yourself, sit here," or "Let me get that for you." While well-intentioned, this safety-first mindset is a fast track to decline. It inadvertently signals to the aging body that it is no longer needed. Japanese culture takes a different approach: dignity over safety. Elders are encouraged to stay involved, to cook, to garden, and to manage their own movements for as long as possible. The concept of ikigai, a reason for being, applies to the body as much as the mind. Movement is not about vanity or having sculpted calves. Movement is independence. It is the ability to choose where you go, what you eat, and how you live. As the saying goes, you are not weak because you age. You only become weak when you stop using what you have. Reclaiming your strength. A 30-day plan. You do not need to move to Tokyo or replace all your furniture to benefit from this wisdom. You simply need to reintroduce intentional floor movement into your life. If you are over 70, or if you haven't sat on the floor in decades, you must start slowly. Here is a 30-day protocol to reclaim your mobility safely. Week 1. Observation and reconnection. Do not try to squat perfectly. Simply create a space, a rug or a yoga mat near a sturdy piece of furniture. For just 2 minutes a day, sit on the floor, using a cushion for comfort. Focus on how your hips feel. Notice the stiffness without judgment. Use the furniture to help you get down and back up. This week is about telling your brain, "We are doing this again." Week 2. Assisted repetitions. Begin to treat the movement as a gentle practice. Hold onto a sturdy chair or doorframe. Lower yourself as far as you can control. Pause, and stand back up using your legs and arms for assistance. Do this 3 times a day. We are waking up the dormant pathways in your nervous system. Week 3. Integration. Now, give the movement a purpose. Try eating 1 meal a week seated on the floor, or a low bench if the floor is too much. Or, fold your laundry while sitting on the rug. When you tie the movement to a task, it shifts from exercise to function. Week 4. The ritual. By now, your confidence has grown. Aim to sit and stand from the floor, with or without support, 5 times daily. Make it non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. Tools for the journey. I understand that for many, the floor feels like a dangerous place. If you have severe arthritis or balance issues, do not force it. You can adapt the Japanese principle by using a low meditation chair, like the foldable styles popular in Japanese homes. These offer back support and a slightly elevated surface, bridging the gap between a chair and the floor. The goal isn't to look like a gymnast. The goal is to expand your range.